Hey everybody, it's Jewelyn and Abby. Welcome back to the channel. Abby's hanging out. It's beautiful and sunny. It is Saturday afternoon, 77 degrees finally. So we're probably gonna go to the beach after I film this video and do some planting. So thumbs up this video for nice sunny weather. It is finally warm. Spring is officially here. And yesterday I did some damage. So in today's video, it's going to be a collective haul. Yesterday was my one day off for the month of March. I have one day off a month from teaching and from dancing, but with doing YouTube full time, there's never a day off. I love being able to film content for both of my channels. So that's exactly what I did yesterday. But I spent the whole day having a YouTube day. So that was very fun for me. Started my morning in downtown LA. I didn't film that space because I featured that place on my channel now twice. I picked up a few things there and then I headed out in a 60-70 mile radius inland, and I filmed at 4 different locations, 4 different cities that I've never been to before, so that was very fun. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about my collective haul of all of the things that I picked up yesterday. So give this video a big thumbs up. If you guys haven't watched the Come With Me's, they will be going up prior to this haul video. Go ahead and check it out. It was definitely interesting. Now, I was only planning on filming at 3, but where I had breakfast in Norco, just like literally 2 minutes away, there was another nursery, which was like super sketchy. So if you guys haven't watched that episode, go ahead and check it out. It was unplanned, but I figured why not go and check it out if it's just literally right around the corner from where I was. I didn't buy anything from there, but I want to go ahead and talk about all of the things that I got in yesterday's haul. And I'm so excited that I think after I'm done with this video and doing some planting in my space, I'm going to take Abby to the beach and we're going to probably lay out and chill for a little bit. It's so nice to be back in the nice warm sunny weather, and I'm kind of interested to see what the weather is like in Las Vegas because I'll be heading there in 4 days. With that being said, let's go ahead and talk about the first things that I got in downtown LA. And I started my morning early. I get up really early to teach, and no, I don't get up at 4:30 anymore because I don't work at the fitness club anymore. But your girl got up at 6:30. I was out of the house by 7:30. I headed to downtown LA. My first stop was my favorite plant shop in downtown LA, and I picked up a handful of pots. And believe it or not, guys, I picked up 21 pots yesterday. Yesterday, I did some damage, and it was kind of crazy because I didn't think I was going to pick up 21 pots, and I've never picked up 21 pots in one day. And that's what happened yesterday. First stop was downtown LA, and I'm really excited because all of the pots I got, guys, were all white. So thumbs up the video. It was definitely a good day for me. I have it here wrapped up. I haven't taken anything out of the packages. If there's something that I like, I will get multiples of it. Even when it comes to plants, I will get several of the same plants because I love it so much. I got this particular planter, and yes, there's a hole so Julian doesn't have to drill. And I think everything I picked up here was about $31 for 4 pots. I think that's very reasonable. Now, I don't buy pots at nurseries because they tend to be on the expensive side. You guys know I always like going to Home Goods, Marshall, TJ Maxx, those type of big department stores to get my pots. This was actually the first time that I picked up planters from a nursery or plant shop. So I got 2 of this size and 2 of this size. So I don't know what exactly I'm going to put in here. Maybe I might put my colocasia alocasias in these 2, and then we'll see what I can put in here. And who knows, maybe I'll be able to fill it up in today's planting with Julian. So I got 2 of these. And then I got 2 of this medium size. But like, how perfect are these pots? I love that I got 2 of each, and we'll see. Again, very reasonable. I got all 4 pots for about $31. I think that's a definite deal. In my books, that is like my price point. I like to spend under $10 up for a planter. Definitely no more unless it's a bigger planter like for George or my red Congo. I'll spend about $25, but no more than that. Other than that, I like to spend under 10, so this was definitely in my budget, so I picked up 4. Then I headed out to Ontario. I think Ontario was my 3rd stop. My 3rd stop that I filmed for Come With Me, and I've never been to these cities before, and boy was it windy, so I apologize. I haven't edited that content yet, but I'm kind of scared to see how that turned out because I thought Desert Hot Springs was super windy, but guys, Ontario, or where this nursery was located, right by the freeway, it was so crazy windy. Now, I didn't pick up any plants from this location, but I was so surprised to see they had one of my favorite style of planters there for like such a good deal. I spent about $53 for 17 pots. Do the math. It is so cheap. I went a little crazy. I got 10 in one size and 7 in one size. So yes, if there's a pot that I like, I will go ahead and buy multiples of it, especially if it's at a really good deal. Here is the 7 that I got. So this is the size. Now, believe it or not, and yes, I do have to wash them because they're super dirty, but they were being housed outside like a warehouse style. I'm not gonna get mad, guys. This pot cost me under $5 one. I don't have to drill it. It's that terracotta style, but ceramic and all white. Now I do have a smaller one like this, which I'm pretty sure might be the same size that I got 10 of, that has my begonia in and another plant. I think both of them are living in my bathroom. But this is such a good deal. I got 7 of them. I'm pretty sure I can go ahead and fill them right away. Again, I know there's a bunch of plants that I want to have in all white planters, so I may go and look through my whole collection and see who I can go ahead and fill in these 7, because I know there's a lot of plants that I just stuck in terracottas because that's all I had. So who knows, there might be some switches here. I'm gonna take a look at my whole collection because you guys know I buy plants every week. But I got 7. I was gonna go like for 10, but I was like, okay, Julyn, I like a little variety when it comes to my planters. Unless it's terracotta, then I guess I have no choice as far as for color wise. But for style, I like to switch up the style. So I got 7 of these, so stay tuned. Let's see what I end up planting in it, whether it is older baby that I feel looks best in all white or new baby. So stay tuned. Really excited about this find. Definitely gonna have to like wipe it down because every single one of them is really dirty. Just touching that made my hands really dirty, so I'm gonna have to give it a wash, but I'm not complaining because how can you go wrong for this size planter for under $5 one? That is definitely a Julyn budget planter. Okay, so here is the next 10 that I got. Same style but smaller. Do you believe these were all under, I want to say under $2.50 each? So for under $3, like, are you kidding me? I can't believe it. Yes, it is on the dirty side. I'm gonna have to wipe every single one of them down, but I got 10 of this size along with 7 of this size. I'll put them side by side so you can see what they look like. So 7 of these, 10 of these, and it cost me $53. Like, I know it's crazy, 17 pots, but for $53, guys, I could not pass it up. This is such a good size. You can put cactus and succulents in here. You can put begonias in here. You can put oxalis in here. There's so many plants that can fit this perfect size. The aesthetic of the planter works with so many different type of plants. Obviously it's on the taller side and not the short side, but guys, I can put a bunch of houseplants in here, succulents, cacti, so stay tuned. I'm gonna look through my whole collection and see who I want in an all white planter. But that was like the biggest pot purchase I ever did. I don't think I've ever picked up 17 planters in one location, plus the 4 in downtown LA. That's 21 planters in one day. It's definitely an interesting day for me. I never picked up this much pots before at once, but I mean, for the price point, I could not go wrong with that. So then the last stop was in Upland, California. Again, another city I've never been to. It's about 50 miles away from here, and that was my last stop of the day. So that was like the 5th nursery. And I was, you know, out of all of the nurseries I filmed yesterday, I thought this was the most charming one. It had a lot of water features and wind chimes and a lot of hanging plants. Like, there was a vibe there for sure. It was very charming and cute, and I think if I lived in that area, I'd probably go back from time to time to see what's going on there. But again, when I went into the house of the property, I was blown away. There were so many plants, house plants, living in there, and I was like shook. At first I was like in the 4 inchers, and I was really excited that maybe I'll get a few small baby ones, like maybe they could go on my plant shelf in my bathroom, which by the way is filled with plants. Stay tuned for that tour. But then I hooked the corner, and there it was, like a living room full of plants. So it's an old house turned into like a greenhouse for plants. And then I went crazy. At first I seen a plant I already have in my collection, and you guys know all it takes is just one leaf that just grabs my attention, and it doesn't matter, I can have that plant. But if one leaf calls me, I have to buy the whole plant, and that's exactly what I did. So here it is. Now, you've seen this plant. It's a philodendron panda featured on my pot of fame for February. I love that plant so much. It is definitely one of my top 10 plants. But take a look at this. It's the same plant. But I could not pass up on this plant because of its fullness, how tall it is, and I felt like I need to rescue it. It was calling me. Like, look at this small planter and look at the amount of growth that it's in. It's suffocating here. Like, I don't know. It definitely needed to be rescued. I want to get this out of this planter. If I can, you know, do it today, that'd be great. Bigger planter and then styled in the same way that I have my other philodendron panda, like opened up and into different dimensions. I could probably use this board for like my monstera or something else, but definitely, I don't know guys, this thing was calling me and I had to get it. This is my favorite plant, like at least one of them, definitely my top 10 plants. I love this plant so much, and I have never seen the philodendron panda for sale after I got mine in Lakewood until we seen it in West Hollywood where Catherine got one, and it was a really small one, but I've never seen it for sale this big before. Now mine's, when I bought mine, was not this big, so I'm kind of interested to compare them side by side once I repot and restyle this one. But again, I have this plant, I love it so much, I had to get it. I'm a huge fan of philodendrons, and you can see there's so many aerial roots here. So I definitely want to go ahead and get this out of this nursery planter, and it looks like it hasn't been watered for a long time, but take a look at this, so stunning. Then in that same section, I guess I was in the philodendron section, I lost myself and I couldn't come back to earth. I was in plant heaven. It got crazy. I finally got a red emerald philodendron. The crazy thing is, guys, is I've never seen this plant in person for sale. I do not think, unless I just bypassed it. But it's in my hands, it's in my collection, and it's kind of struggling too here. So same size planter. Do you see what's going on with this plant? It's definitely in need of a transplant, and I don't think it's been watered for a very long time. So it's probably really thirsty. But again, it's on a stake here, but definitely it needs to be restyled. It needs to be put into a bigger planter, and there's so many aerial roots. If you just take a look real good, there's tons of them. If you see here, I mean, they're everywhere. Look at this. This plant is so stunning. You know, when I looked on social media at what's going on with this plant, there's not a lot of people that have this size of a red emerald. This thing is spectacular. It is stunning. Again, if you are a philodendron lover, you can definitely appreciate this plant. I cannot believe it. It's such a stunning plant. So I'm hoping that maybe the planters that I got yesterday will work well for this, because it would look so stunning in an all-white planter. So I was blown away, right? Oh, and I also see there's like some bamboo sticks here back too. So there's like a wooden stake here and then bamboo stakes. So we'll see how I style this. That'd be like a really good project for today. But you guys, I have so many new plants that I've just been collecting over the last couple of weeks that have not been planted up. We'll see what happens in my next planting with Julian. I'm a huge fan of philodendron, so finding the red emerald was like goals for me. And then it got even better right next to it, and I cannot believe. Now, there was only one philodendron panda, which is the one I got, and the red emerald, there were 3 of them. So if you look in the come with me, you'll see I was trying to decide which one to get. I ended up getting this one. And then next thing you know, my plant life took a turn, and there was another philodendron that entered my life. I'm gonna bring it out. I know, this is crazy. A philodendron I've never seen before. She said this was a philodendron poodle, but guys, you know, when I went home, I looked up a philodendron poodle and it was not. Now, if I did my research right, and this is a philodendron Upland. I don't know what the common name is, so if you guys know, sound off down below. It kind of gives me the same vibes of the plant that I seen in Giza when I did that come with me right at the entrance. Oh no, okay, it's stuck in here. Let's go ahead and open it up. So here it is. This is probably the find of the day. Guys, take a look at this stunning beauty. Can you not? Like, look at how full this thing is. Words can't even express how my plant heart feels. This is definitely one of my top 10 plants in my houseplants collection. I'm a huge fan of philodendron, so finding another philodendron I've never seen before makes my plant heart skip a beat. And again, it's in the same planter, never been watered for a good minute. There's a stake back here. I can't wait to plant these 3 up. There's some area roots here, like on this main section here. So if I wanted to take a division from it, I could. Philodendrons are very easy to propagate, but again, I love the fullness of the plant, so I'm gonna keep it this way. I've never seen this philodendron before, guys, and when I looked on social media, I did not really come across people having this plant, so I don't think it's a very common philodendron. This was the only one left, but she called it a Pluto, which I think she's wrong. This is not a Pluto. It's an Aplantinum. And I want to know what the common name is. So if you guys know, let me know down in the comments below. This is such a show-stopping plant. But sound off down below, guys. What do you think about my collective plant haul? I pretty much bought everything that I wanted yesterday. I'm really happy that I was able to go out there in the plant community into different parts of Southern California and see what was out there. I'm gonna wrap up my collective haul from my plant adventures yesterday. I think it was my 1 day off well spent. From not teaching and dancing, and I cannot believe, like, at the last minute I found these 3 philodendrons. I'm really excited, and because I already have the philodendron panda, now I can have it in 2 different sections of my home, maybe one in my patio, one in my home, which, by the way, I had to send back my 3rd couch, so I'm waiting for them to process my return so I can get my money back and then order my 4th couch. Do you guys believe that? So Julian still doesn't have a couch, and it's been stressing me out. So stay tuned. I really want to get a love seat in my space, my basket wall up, and style plants around there. So stay tuned for that. If you guys enjoyed this collective plant haul, let me know down in the comments below. What did you think about my pot purchases? I think that was such a good deal. I cannot believe they're all white, which is something that I look forward to, being able to get white, inexpensive planters on a Julian budget, which is definitely under $10 for 1 pot, because planters, and I see the prices whenever I go into different spaces, they can get really expensive. So I was really surprised I found these planters for such a good deal at a plant nursery of all places. And then as far as for like the house plants, that was just like, yeah, it was a interesting situation to see this at the very end of my plant day. And this is the first time ever that these plant retail spaces asked me if I wanted to have some plant shine on it. So she sprayed the plant, and I don't know, sound off down below, guys. What do you think about these plant shines? I don't know how I feel about spraying the spray over dusty leaves. I don't think that's really good for the plant. Sound off down below if you guys like to spray your plants. But for me, I like using the coconut water method, where I have coconut oil and water diluted and I wipe down the leaves. So I'll do that again for my fiddles so you can see an update of my fiddle leaf figs. But yeah, it was the first time that I ever got my plants sprayed. Alright guys, so I'm gonna wrap up today's video with the plant friend shout out, because it's been a while that I've been able to do this for the channel. Today's plant friend shout out is gonna go to Dea. I hope I'm pronouncing that correct. She left this up on today's video that I uploaded, my San Diego Come With Me. She says here, when Julian has a new video and you press the thumbs up before the video even starts because it's a Julian video. Thank you so much for leaving that comment. Thank you for supporting my channel, and if you guys are new, welcome to the channel. Hit the bell and subscribe button to be notified on my daily uploads. I do a video daily for this channel, inspiring you 1 video at a time. It goes live at 5 a.m. so you can start your day with me if you're on this part of the world, or maybe end your day with me if you're on the other side of the world. But regardless of that, I have hundreds of videos that you can binge watch on, have some plant inspo, and feel inspired to plant up new babies in your space, propagate them, buy them, sell them, trade them. And you'll see throughout my space, I make it work for having such a small space, but I'm very fortunate that I have my outdoor space and my patio. So stay tuned. I'm going to be planting up some babies probably today before I head to the beach. That is going to wrap up today's video. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. Hit the bell, subscribe button to be notified on my daily uploads. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Catherine and I will be doing a little bit of Come With Me tomorrow, so stay tuned for that for Sunday Fun Day, because next weekend I will be in Las Vegas. So hopefully I'll be doing some Las Vegas content out there for you guys now that it's sunny. And if you enjoyed today's plant haul video, let me know what was your favorite, and stay tuned for a Planting with Jewelyn episode. I probably would like to do that now since the weather is perfect planting weather before I head to the beach. So I'll see you guys soon. Until next time, you can find more on my blog at ilovejewelyn.blogspot.com. Aloha from Santa Monica, California. Bye guys!